I don't feel that there's any way that I could really express my apology.
How can we not enjoy courtroom freakouts after watching Judge Judy for years? These outbursts in court are brutal. You've never seen prisoners freak out as these teens once do. It's astounding how teens respond to life sentences and other situations. So in this video, we are going to discuss top 3 teens in court reacting to life sentences. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Number 3. Too drunk to care.
I don't feel that there's any way that I could really express my apology.
A Florida woman who tweeted that she was too drunk to care before killing a pair of best friends in a fatal wrong-way crash in 2013 was sentenced Monday to more than 2 decades in prison. Kayla Mendoza, 22, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of DUI manslaughter in February. At her sentencing Monday, Mendoza read a tearful apology to the families of her victims, telling them that her guilt is overwhelming and that she wished she could trade spaces with the women she killed. "This all may be my fault, but at the end of the day, I'm a human being just like everyone else," Mendoza said. "I have a heart and it aches every day. My life has changed and I will never be the person I was before." A judge sentenced Mendoza to 24 years in prison and 6 months probation on May 4, Local 10 News reported. The judge also permanently revoked Mendoza's driver's license and ordered her to pay the cost of the prosecution and investigation. On November 17, 2013, Mendoza crashed head-on with another car while driving the wrong way on the Sawgrass Expressway in Fort Lauderdale, killing Caitlin Ferrant and Marisa Catronio, both 21. Number 2. Jacob MOUZON and Drake Campbell. 3 men have been sentenced to prison for a deadly low-country home invasion where a man was killed in an execution-style shooting. A judge sentenced Kenneth Campbell to life in prison for the 2016 incident that took the life of 27-year-old Kadeem Johnson. Jacob MOUZON was sentenced to 40 years in prison, while Drake Campbell was given a 20-year sentence. Court records state in July of 2016, Campbell and his accomplices tied Johnson's hands, forced him to kneel, and shot him in the head at Johnson's home on the 100 block of Martha Lane in Huger. Kenneth Campbell was found guilty of armed robbery, kidnapping, and possession of a deadly weapon during the commission of a violent crime. Prosecutors say they sought the sentence based on Campbell's prior conviction of voluntary manslaughter in Orangeburg County. MOUZON was found guilty of numerous charges including murder, attempted murder, and kidnapping. Drake Campbell was found guilty of armed robbery, kidnapping, and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. Investigators say when authorities responded to the home, they found Johnson's girlfriend suffering from gunshot wounds to her hands and chest and found Johnson inside the home. Number 1. Teen accused of setting the fire that killed brother CRIES. Matt Morgan was 17 years old when he set his home on fire in South Carolina, killing his 14-month-old brother. Morgan, known to friends as Matt, was arrested last year after a fire at his Rock Hill mobile home killed his baby half-brother, Joshua Hill, in March. Morgan pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter instead of murder and unlawful conduct towards a child charge, rather than homicide by child abuse. The teenager also entered an Alford plea, maintaining his innocence for third-degree arson rather than first-degree arson. Last year, prosecutors said Morgan gave several conflicting statements before eventually admitting to starting the fire. Investigators testified fire patterns showed 2 fires were set and said Morgan's stories didn't add up. In court Tuesday, an emotional Morgan told the judge that he loved his brother and wished he could have saved him. "To kill him would be killing a piece of myself," Morgan said. According to court documents, Matt Morgan would set at least 2 fires inside the trailer home and then leave the residence. Authorities would charge him with murder after he willfully leave his 14-month-old brother in the burning residence. His parents told authorities that Matt Morgan suffers from a number of mental health issues, including being on the autism spectrum. Regardless, this teen killer would be sentenced to 15 years in prison. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel